A wave of political outrage has followed recent reports that President William Ruto plans to build a Kenya shillings 1.2 billion mega church within the State House compound.
Mimi ni mtu naamini Mungu na I have no apologies to make kwa kujenga kanisa.
While State House has long had a modest Mabati church, this new development has left many Kenyans asking, is this spiritual devotion or is it a political psyop? First, let's break this down. It is true that every president since independence has had a place of worship at State House, but the structure was always temporary, often just iron sheets. That wasn't due to lack of faith or resources, but a conscious decision to avoid embedding permanent religious symbols into state property. Why? Because Kenya is a secular republic. The constitution guarantees freedom of religion, but it also demands neutrality from state institutions. Building a permanent church, however, well funded on public land changes the nature of that space. Even if President Ruto uses his private funds, the land is still public. The symbolism becomes official. That raises a constitutional concern. What happens when a future president is Muslim or Hindu or of a different denomination entirely? Will they be forced to pray in a church that represents a different faith or tear it down and build their own? You see, this is why previous administrations, including Kibaki and Moi, President Uhuru, both devoted Christians, kept the worship space simple and temporary. If it left room for flexibility, respect, and national unity. When the head of state begins reshaping national property to reflect personal beliefs, it shifts the presidency from being a neutral office to one tied to religious legacy. That's dangerous because it opens the door to future religious rivalry, exclusion, and state-sponsored symbolism. Let's be clear, no one is against worship, but there is a time, a place, and a limit, especially when it involves national landmarks. Building a Kenya shilling 1.2 billion church at State House isn't just a personal expression of faith, it is a political